Hey, howdy, hey, welcome to the Kungaloosh Club, episode 3 of the Kungaloosh Club. Tonight we're going to discuss D23 Parks announcements, breakdown from the 2026 Disney Parks Panel. I have a very special guest joining me tonight to record this podcast and this YouTube video that it will go out on. And let's say hello to our old Disney Night Live co-host and dear friend, John Saccheri.
Panda. By the way, thank you. That is a catchy song. I like that song.
I love that song. I did it through Sono or something.
It sounds great.
Like, told me about. Yeah.
It sounds like something I'd hear at the park, and now it's in my head. I got the Kungaloosh Club.
I know, and I could have made it longer, but I didn't want the intro to be too long.
That was
like a 2-minute intro.
1 minute was a perfect gather around. Yeah, at the fire, and let's do it. Yeah, I like it.
Really I know. Good. I love it. It came out really good. It's so like tiki-like and. AI is incredible, and this Sono that Jasper told me about, you can basically write anything you want.
That's crazy.
I know, isn't it?
It really is, because it sounds like somebody made it. It does.
It does. It sounds like somebody took their time and wrote that. I mean, I even did a summary of tonight's topic. I keep saying tonight because we used to do a live show. It doesn't matter what time it is. This is going out as a podcast and a YouTube, but I keep saying tonight, today, now could be Wednesday, but it's a Sunday that we're recording this, but I used AI to give me a D23 Parks Panel summary.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's what it should be used for. Things like that.
Right. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
You know, we don't want it to take over the world, but give me my Disney info.
I'm with you 100%.
So yeah, we are joined by John Saccheri, the sexiest man alive, in my opinion. Look at this guy.
I wish.
You look great.
Thank you.
So good. I love the beard.
I'm trying, making it a little different.
Nice. It does really.
I'm getting when I get old enough, I'll be able to do Santa Claus like Don.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you just have to get like 10 feet longer and dye it white or something.
That's true. And I gotta get. Yeah, I'm not as. I'm tall. Maybe I'll be his elf because I'm not too tall.
Don's a pretty tall man. Big. He's a big man. Yeah, I've been growing. We were on vacation at the beach for a couple of weeks, which is why there wasn't an episode 3 of the Kungaloosh Club sooner. So this stubble that you don't see is like a good maybe 2 weeks.
Are you going to try to do a little beard? Come on, do it for the winter.
It's so bad looking on me. It's awful.
But maybe it starts that way, and if you let it go, it becomes good.
It could maybe, yeah. Like
you got to like go over that hump of no return where you go, no, I don't look good. You just got to wait an extra week, and then all of a sudden you might go, oh wow.
You got to get through that. I don't know if I've got that much time in my life.
Exactly.
Let me take down these banners that are scrolling across our screen here. The Kungaloosh Club podcast. This is episode 3. We're all over social media. And again, this will be out as a podcast and then also on YouTube. So let me turn these off. And what would be one of our shows without talking about our friends over at D Magic World? So let's talk about dmagicworld.com up front. dmagicworld.com is a 24/7 streaming Disney music station. And it's about to get even better because Jasper, who runs and created D Magic World, is going to be creating, is already created. I just have to learn how to use it. He's making a whole different section on D Magic World for the Kungaloosh Club. And now that's Disney. So you'll be able to go and listen to the live shows right through dmagicworld.com. Cool. Yeah, and you could click on the Now That's Disney Facebook group from there as well. So yeah.
So you're driving somewhere for an hour or so. This is a great thing to listen to.
Right. I mean, either you're listening to dmagicworld.com and hearing the parks music, or if you wanted to go right into the Kungaloosh Club and find it somewhere else, you could do that. So dmagicworld.com. If you see their home screen here, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening on the podcast, you're missing a really good looking man and you're missing a short, bald, ugly guy. But
hey, I'm not bald. YouTube, I'm not bald.
Me.
I'm kidding.
But on the D Magic World homepage, there is a Now That's Disney tab. Takes you right to our Facebook group. So listen, I at work all the time, it's in the background. It's always going D Magic World, and I love the parks music and never get tired of it. So if you're like me, we're like the other weirdos in the world who love Disney music all the time. Check out dmagicworld.com.
I was just thinking when they mentioned Spaceship Earth, and we'll get to that, Could you imagine if they said Tomorrow's Child music was going to come back?
People would lose it.
I would lose it. And that would be so good because it's still such a great, hopeful song for the future. I wish they would bring that back.
But that's what's so cool about like the Magic World, because you'll hear something like that.
Exactly.
Your Tapestry of Nations on there. So there's a place to kind of relive it, although it's not in the parks, but at least you could hear it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, this episode is about the D23 park announcements, and only the parks. I mean, there's so many announcements over 3 days from Disney at the D23, expo and all the different panels. I mean, they do movies on Friday, I think it was, right?
It's Friday. Yep.
Yeah. And I saw some announcements, and I mean, I'm not the kind of person that gets like really excited about like the movie announcements. I don't know about you. Like
not much. I don't, and for some reason, like Marvel to me now, it's gotta be really special, like an Avengers,
right?
Like a big. Otherwise, I'm like,
yeah, like Infinity War or something. Those were really good, but yeah, I know there's a lot of it. So I mean, I did hear that Ahsoka season 2 will be coming out, which I
am looking forward to that
time, but I'm looking forward to it because I love that show.
Me too.
And some other announcements, but I focus on the park side of things. So just kind of a quick overview, and we'll focus on Walt Disney World and the 4 parks and the announcements there. But so you're talking about Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom being the 4 parks. And we could just go right in order and talk about, I guess, start in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
The biggest park with some big announcements. Were you shocked by anything or kind of like blown away?
One thing only. Like usually I found D23 is always surprising me, over the years. I'm talking about even from 10 years back. But this year I felt like we kind of knew everything. But the fixing of the Yeti was the only thing that was not on my radar.
And only like Joe Rohde's like, it's never going to be done, right? Like it'll never happen. So I don't think anybody thought that would be done.
And the rumor, and I don't know if it's true at all, the rumor is they still don't, remember they would say they have to like break half the mountain and they would have to get the foundation, which is concrete, off and rebuild it. Apparently that doesn't have to be done now because of new technology that would make the same Yeti size, but much lighter. So instead of, I guess, pneumatic or what is it, the liquid-based movement, now it'll be electric, I think. So I'm thinking that they're going to rebuild it in the spot that it is. Just a rumor.
Okay.
Right. And it won't damage anything because it's much lighter, like maybe 1/4 the weight.
I find it hard to believe that Imagineering would put an animatronic inside of a roller coaster that you have to disassemble the roller coaster or the mountain to fix it.
The fact that it wasn't user serviceable is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's like a one and done, and then he breaks pretty much right off the bat, and you're stuck with nothing. But yeah, I mean, people are very excited about it. I've only ridden the ride one time, and of course, he wasn't working. So,
listen, when he was working, it's more than you think. Like, I remember I would duck, and I'm sorry, we said we were going to start at Magic Kingdom.
That's okay.
I went on this Yeti tangent, but I remember I would duck because his arm swung out, and it felt like he was going to swipe you, and it was humongous, and it was a great big movement. And when it stopped, I was like, "Well, surely they're going to fix it by like next week because that's the whole ride." No, I was like, "Wow!" So we all cheered for Disney fixing something that they were supposed to fix.
Exactly. I know. Well, a lot of it at least doesn't seem like blue sky because a couple of years ago, all we got was blue sky announcements. So this seems like concrete, hopeful. I hope.
But no, why no date? No,
yeah,
it's so vague. Almost nothing has details. Everything is vague.
Yeah, it's just put out there as, okay, here's your information, but there's not specifics to that information. But yeah, I mean, so Magic Kingdom, we could start with Villain's Land, which of course we all know about Villain's Land. If you're into Disney parks, you know that beyond Big Thunder Mountain, that's what they're calling this project originally. So where Tom Sawyer's Island used to be and past Big Thunder, back that way there's space, and that's where they're building this Villain's Land. So they gave a little bit more information so saying that they're moving forward with it. It's going to be like a dark, enchanted forest, kind of corrupted by a mysterious evil wish. And then talked about some of the villains expected to have a presence, being Maleficent, Cruella de Vil, Evil Queen, Dr. Facilier, and some other Disney villains. And then also saying kind of it's going to be on the same scale as Star Wars Galaxy's Edge size-wise. So that's a decent size, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what they're saying. I felt like after 2 years, they announced it 2 years ago that they would give us a little more than a tree in one picture.
Right.
I feel like they're still making it up as they go along, but I'm happy about the coaster, and I'm really happy with a Wicked Queen magic mirror dark ride of some sort, which I'm told is not a boat, but the picture shows me a boat. So
it looks like a boat.
It does, but then somebody said it's going to be like Peter Pan, maybe in where is that? Japan?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Fantasy
yeah, so
Springs.
I think because of how far Disney's come with the projections, the projection mapping, that in that picture they showed us, it kind of looks like a boat, but maybe what you're going to get is like the appearance of that, or like dark and mysterious.
Right. It better be good animatronics. But
it better be good. Don't half-ass this stuff. Give us what you put in the foreign parks and Disneyland Paris. Like, give us some really good technology.
I'm thinking because of Epic, they have to. Like, that's the they have to compete like that. So I am happy with what they're announcing. I can't say I'm not happy. Because we got burned so many times where Mary Poppins, Spaceship Earth, the theater on Main Street. I just don't know. Is it really going to happen? We know, like, when we move on, we know Piston Peak is going to happen because we see it.
You're right.
But Villains is still up in the air. But I'm liking the direction that it's going. Dr. Facilier is like a standout, but yet they didn't use him in Tiana's ride, which I still think was a big mistake.
Yeah, it's like a different story for Tiana's ride, right? And we haven't ridden that since that's been done. I don't know. We never go on it. Colton never wants to go on and get wet. So
the story also, it boggles me because the whole thing, she's looking to open a restaurant, and then you get on the ride and it's all about her making a band get together. And I'm like, what happened to the restaurant? And then at the end, it kind of comes together, but it's all muddled. It's a muddled story that kids can't follow, and there's no conflict. If Dr. Facilier was in there as a conflict, and people say, well, it takes place after the movie. Yeah, it shouldn't take place in the environment that we know.
Well, right. How do we know Tiana? We know from the animated movie. So why do we now have to go into a whole it's like Galaxy's Edge? Like, it's a different timeline.
I thought David, I thought the exact same thing. If Galaxy's Edge was visiting Tatooine, visiting Jabba, and going into the lair with the Rancor monster as a ride, please.
Right. Oh my goodness.
They would have printed their money.
Yeah,
no, they had to make it an original thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Villains Land is promising an attraction one being the Maleficent inspired roller coaster, and then a dark ride, which would be, like you mentioned, the Magic Mirror. So that does seem cool. And then Piston Peak, which is Cars Land coming to Frontierland. This is taking the place of where Tom Sawyer's Island and the riverboat was.
Yep.
I never rode the riverboat ever.
It was uneventful but nice and pleasant. Right. For every time I see now the model and I see the photos, I'm not missing Tom Sawyer Island so much, and I'm kind of liking what they're doing. My love since I was a kid is those dark rides. I would tell you and your wife, because she tells me about Asbury Park with those little haunted houses. They used to have a million. I like things that go inside things, outside, up, down, through bridges, under waterfalls.
Swinging doors. And
yeah. But that Piston Peak is full of that, different terrains, up, down, in mountain, out mountain, through the side, underneath, over. And I like that. I think it's going to be fun. It looks good.
It does. It does look good. So Piston Peak is going to be inspired by America's national parks and bringing cars into Magic Kingdom. So again, it was really visually pretty to have the boat there and the island, but how much use was that really getting? Like, we frequented the island twice with Colton, right? And it was cool. We never rode the boat, but I mean, these ride vehicles, they're saying they're kind of like, it's going to simulate like off-road rough terrain, snowy covered mountains, geysers, mountain trails, right? So Lightning McQueen and Mater is going to provide commentary from the sideline. It's going to rock, bump, and drop like an actual off-road vehicle.
Pretty cool.
That sounds really neat to me. Yeah. Because at first I thought it would be like a test track. Like
yes. Right? That's what I thought. Disneyland. Yep, but it's not. Right. This is on, I think, a physical track. Maybe you can't see it, but it's a real vehicle.
Right. Which is really cool. I mean, because when you go on the safari in Animal Kingdom, I mean, you're in a real truck and you're feeling every bump and everything, right? So if they can somehow simulate that on this ride, right, Great. That would be really neat. And there's also going to be
but there's a creek of water going around it.
Right.
So at least, and did you see all the waterfalls? I mean, the model must have 4. So they're not getting rid of water. It looks like they're really trying to make it.
They're incorporating the water.
Yeah. Right. And it'll fit right in. Like if you come out of the Bear Jamboree and look at this mountain, it'll supposed to look pretty good. I think it's going to fit in much better than I thought.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I'm excited for it. I know when we were just there at the end of June, beginning of July, and Kim saw the construction, she's like, the boat was really nice and all that. But again, Walt didn't want a museum, so things are going to change. And the more places we can put people in the parks, the better, because
I agree.
The parks are crowded like 95% of the time. So
did you see the kids ride that they're putting in there too? Like it looks like aliens swirling saucers. I'm not sure if that's it, but at least there's an animatronic bus to talk and sing to the kids while it's going around. So at least it looks special. It doesn't look like an afterthought or they phoned it in. It looks like thought went into it.
Right. Yeah. Miss Fritter's Daredevil spin along.
Oh,
So it's Demolition Derby legend from Cars 3 is going to get her own attraction. Animatronic school bus is going to host the Demolition Derby style experience. So, yeah, I think a little bit of alien swirling saucers, and then like the one in Disneyland, California, the Mater's tow truck.
I think it's going to be the dancing cars. Yeah,
right. Which will be really cool, but in a different setting, different story, different character.
Yep. And in the middle of that big Piston Peak attraction. And by the way, I do like, did you see, it's the Wilderness, WHEEL?
Yes. Yeah, we.
All right. I'm going to go with it.
It can't all be good. Of course, and we already knew because they closed down Carousel of Progress, but major refurbishment is coming to Carousel of Progress. 4 new decade scenes, an updated 1980s scene, new audio animatronic character, I believe, is Walt. Is a Walt animatronic going here?
You mean they're not updating the other figures? They gotta, right? Or they're not saying that?
It says an updated 80s scene, so maybe they'll take us from the 80s and like up, because it says 4 new decade scenes.
Yeah, which I'm really hoping they upgrade those figures. But yeah, the Walt figure, and I heard from like 4 sources that our Walt will look much better than Disneyland's Walt.
That did not look like Walt.
It did not. I heard that our Walt is thinner, the way he looked in the time. And they got the face down right because they were able to take the time to do the revisions that they did not do for Disneyland. So I think we're going to be happy. Also, if you notice, our Carousel of Progress, you can sit pretty darn close. So if that thing doesn't look good, you can be within 15 feet of it. It's got to look decent. So
it's got to,
It's a more intimate venue in the Carousel of Progress than it is in the big Lincoln type show. So I'm looking forward to it. I thought that the Carousel of Progress was going to close completely. So this is so much better to me to do that than to get rid of it. And they're keeping the song. They're keeping the darn song. Thank God.
If you give it a little update, that's fine, but don't change it because the song is great. I mean, we did it one time, but now they're going to refurbish it and they're going to update it. I'm looking forward to when it's done to going back, right? So that, because if you just keep things the same, then eventually I'm just revisiting the same stuff over and over again. So I'd probably still spend
and
my
as
money.
Much, I know we love to hold on to the nostalgia, like what do you call it? Tom Sawyer Island. Yeah. But I think I must have been to the Magic Kingdom, 500 times in my life? I think I visited the Tom Sawyer Island 4 times.
Yeah.
So
Right.
as much as I liked it and wanted to keep it, I do have to be honest. It wasn't used by anybody for a long time. I mean, there are a few people, but I do think Piston Peak's going to be visited more, have more of a repeat value. I get it. I do.
Yeah. There's got to be more space for people to go, and especially for people to bring their children, because there's some areas
100%.
in Magic Kingdom that get so congested with families, little children, and then all those strollers. Like
100%.
You got to spread it out. We're going to have new performances from Jamie Lee Curtis and Bryan Cranston, known from Breaking Bad, and also owns a tequila company with the other actor from the show.
And here's an interesting thing, David. Jamie Lee Curtis, and they show you a scene that she's in with the Halloween scene. I just wonder if there'll be a little tongue-in-cheek thing where the mother goes, "Oh, Halloween, my favorite time of year," and then just continues, but that we'll remember that Jamie Lee Curtis is the Scream Queen from Halloween. Right. But I'm happy with those two choices, although I'm going to miss the dad's voice.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston's got a great voice.
He does.
So maybe we won't miss it. But Jamie Lee Curtis, I love. And yeah, that's my favorite all-time like horror movie. I mean, just the original Halloween it doesn't get much better than that. And then goes right into Halloween too. Like it doesn't miss a beat after they came out with it. So yeah, if they can give it
after 3, we just throw it away pretty much. But
yeah, exactly. But give me an Easter egg, like you said.
Do you have a PS5?
No.
Okay, the game comes out next month, and I need to play it with somebody. The Halloween game.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, there is a single. I'm just so everybody knows. There's a solo campaign, but then there's also where you can play. So if you had a PS5, I could be like, "Come on, David, let's play, and we're gonna get away from Michael." And when you get done with this, go look on YouTube at the Halloween game trailer. It looks, with the dun, 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 the same music, everything. It's done with Carpenter, John. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, Colton's got old gaming systems. He's got like a Wii, and he's got a PlayStation, like an old one. Yeah.
Okay.
He likes
it might be on that too.
Retro, but there is a date beginning operating in late spring of 2027. So
for Piston or
for Carousel.
Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. So so this time next year, in a year from now, we should be good. All right. Yep. I like that.
We could shift on over to Epcot. There wasn't a lot there, but they told us something they told us a couple years ago, and then sidelined. So Spaceship Earth is being reimagined for the first time in 20 years.
And they completely forgot about the old reimagining. Remember the lights and now it's different.
It's totally different. This is going to be evolution of the human communication and place greater emphasis on human connection. So we're getting away from the communication to the human connection now.
That seems so vague to me because I think communication is connection. And if you remember the old one, it was about human connection because on the way down, you would see the grandmother visiting by hologram when the baby was born, but she was in another state. So I guess if they keep that type of stuff, yeah, but half the ride was gone. You just go down in the darkness. Maybe they'll bring something back there.
Yeah, they need to do something better when you're going backwards, coming down, and just those lights.
Don't show me a TV cartoon. I don't need a TV cartoon.
Yeah, on the screen.
Yeah, I could watch that at home.
Right. Yeah, and then I try not to pay attention to that so I could focus on the ride because I love the ride and I like to notice different things every time I ride it. So I don't even really do that anymore.
If you look close, some of the old stuff is still there.
Oh yeah. So and half the time it breaks down and a lot of things aren't working, but that's a ride that I'm always going to love, and the smells from the ride. So
yes,
I hope they please keep the smells in this reimagining of Space.
They have to.
Oh, please. Dreamfinder coming back to Epcot alongside of Figment.
Okay, I'm thrilled, but I don't know what they're announcing. Are they just announcing an animatronic? Are they announcing a complete overhaul of the ride system, which is what everybody's saying and what I believe will happen? But again, there's no date, there's no details, nothing.
No. So what I got, because I like to use this AI summary to see what it gives me, because it's taking the whole show and then breaking it down. So because it's hard to get so many details while
what does it say?
Watching or going. So this says The Imagination Pavilion is going to receive a new attraction / story featuring the pair, bringing back the original relationship between Dreamfinder and his purple dragon creation.
Okay, that's promising.
So, right, that's a little bit more. Disney tested its new journey into imagination while retaining the spirit of the classic attraction. Oh,
he's no longer going to be a pest. If you go now and you didn't know Figment from the past,
he's annoying.
He's an annoying kid that nobody likes, and they just want to get rid of him.
Yeah, don't do that to Figment.
No, if they go back, okay. So I'm a kid like 13, and I think I went on the ride for the first time. Me and my little brother Jack had to get the plush on the way out. There was no way my father was getting us off that ride without buying the Figment plush so that we could hold it and walk around with it.
Right.
And that wonder and that want is what needs to come back. And again, it's in their best interest. They'll sell merch like crazy.
Yeah.
But if you can come off that ride and go, oh my God, I need a Figment, then you did your job. You did it. And maybe the song will come back to her.
Back interested in him as a fun character, because they use him so much in the festivals, and they have a meet and greet that nobody ever goes to, right? There's no line to meet Figment. And it's funny because you said that, like, Kim doesn't know like Figment from a while ago. So when we did the ride and like now she sees him, she's like, he's annoying. And I'm like,
yeah, and why did we like him? Right.
Yeah. So yeah,
he was the host. He was the host of Imagination, and now he's just the doctor wants to get rid of him. I don't know who wrote this stuff.
So hopefully they do Figment right this time around.
It does sound like they're listening. It sounds like they're listening. Like when that guy when that Maslam guy says, we are all about you, the fans, we heard you.
Yeah.
They've never said that before. It's usually like, hey, we're going to do what we want to do and you're going to love it. So I feel like maybe they're really listening and they realize they're going to get more money out of the fans if they give us what we want. So let's hope.
We're the ones that help keep the parks going. I mean, I know Disney's a huge company, but the parks are focused on people, and they make a ton of money on the one and dones. But I mean, we go every year, so we're repeat. I do believe what you're saying too, because I mean, a couple of years ago, Craig from the Diz moved over and he's working for Disney. I think it's important to take people who know Disney from an outside perspective. And then it sounds like to me you're hearing us, because some of the things that are going on right now make me feel like they are listening. Yeah, because they're changing some of the things people complain about. Now bring back the bus, right? The
Magical Express.
Magical Express. I was going to say something way off that was totally dirty. I don't know why it came into my mind. Bring back Magical Express and free lightning lanes, and we'll be good to go. Magical Express almost went right down the drain.
I don't know who said it, and it could, maybe I'm not remembering. I remembered somebody said they wanted you to be on your phone less all of a sudden. Did you hear that from somewhere?
The whole thing focuses around being on your phone.
Yeah, they're trying to get away from that, and I think that's great. Like, we shouldn't be attached to our phones walking around, like a zombie. So I'm hoping that they really. Yep.
Yeah, I'm the one. Okay, next, whatever, lightning lane, whatever. What's our plans? Back on the phone again. What are we doing next? And so I would love that, but I don't know how they're going to do it, because this money system of lightning lanes it's all online. How are we going to, I don't know.
I know. If they just make it less, just a little less, and not add to it, it would.
It would be awesome.
The Play Disney Parks app is going away. I wonder if that's part of trying to get you off your phone.
Yeah, I took a look at it. I mean, I never used it because, again, you're spending all this money. I think like some of the things they do for people, like the bounty hunter thing in Galaxy's Edge, is cool, but I'm not spending the money to go to Disney to play a game. I'm spending money to kind of really get my time worth in the parks and enjoy my resort. So
agree 100%.
Yeah. Disney Hollywood Studios. So what we already know is Monstropolis is coming. What we didn't know is that it is scheduled to open in 2027. It's going to be a phased opening. So that's kind of cool.
Without the coaster.
Without the door coaster. The land's going to celebrate Human Day, which is humans understanding monsters are nice. You'll be able to visit Glob Theater, Harryhausen's restaurant. So that's that big squid right? The
Yep.
sushi guy, Archie's Scare Pig Pizza, and Scareporium Merchandise Shop.
What I was happy with is I didn't know what they were going to do with the Muppet Vision 3D theater, but it looks like most of the functions of the theater are being retained to put into the monster's story, and it sounds like the theater's still going to blow up at the end, which I always thought was an amazing effect.
Yeah.
So I would always be the one to wait to walk out so I could see it heal itself.
You like to see that?
Yeah, well, the walls are just like magically heal when the light, changes.
So this is Glob Theater. It's going to be called. It's going to feature Mike and Sully in a new show called Welcome to Monstropolis. So yeah, and it's also going to have a song from Disney legend Randy Newman.
Cool.
Yeah. So we get that. Harryhausen's is going to be a sushi chef audio animatronic in a restaurant. And then again, the Monsters Inc. suspended door coaster is going to remain part of the project, but will open later. Which again is cool because don't wait for the full land to open. I don't need that. It's like give me part of it, and then when that opens, then I can visit that. But
I agree.
Yeah. One thing talking about games, a little while ago, Millennium Falcon plus Fortnite, a surprise digital physical worlds get a collaboration is also revealed. So you're going to be able to link your Disney and Epic Games account to access a Millennium Falcon Smuggler Run experience with Fortnite.
That's pretty. Colton's going to be into that, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure he will be. Although I don't think he plays Fortnite at all anymore or much at all, but this might get him to revisit that. Yeah. So pretty smart. When we were just there, we were standing in line and there was 3 kids that we got set up with on Smuggler's Run. And they were like, do you guys mind if we do the Grogu mode? And I had only heard about the Chewbacca mode. And they're like, we know how to do it. So Kim's like, okay, you guys be the pilots and set it up. And that was really neat.
Yeah, I would have told those kids, do I mind? No, I want to go with you all the time because I wouldn't know how to do it.
Yeah, I never did Chewbacca mode, and I didn't even know there was a Grogu mode. And they're like, oh yeah, we have it.
Was it cool?
It was really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know how to do it now, or was it? Did it seem confusing? Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention to how they did it. I just enjoyed it.
That's cool.
So, and Kim loves Grogu, so yeah, it was a win-win all around. I should not be drinking coffee this late in the day.
God, don't say it. I always want coffee late, but I never have decaf, and I don't do it because I'll never sleep.
I refuse to drink decaf or like non-alcoholic beer.
Well, non-alcoholic beer defeats the purpose.
Defeats the purpose.
Sometimes gives me the flavor. But,
right. Yeah. This is cup number 4 today. Now we're gonna move on over to Disney's Animal Kingdom. And again, these are like the big highlights from the parks, right? So like that overview. And we already talked about the Yeti. So the Yeti, of course, is coming back. We're going to find out how they're going to do it and what it is.
Something I noticed. Did you notice the picture they showed of the Yeti is much different than the Yeti that we have in the mountain right now?
Currently, right.
The one we have looks like a big angry Chewbacca.
He's brown. Right.
Right. He's brown. Right. The one they showed was the one that belongs in Everest.
Yeah.
The one that the plushes when you get out are all these snowy Yetis.
Snowy covered. Right.
That was not in the ride at all. So maybe now they'll snow him up a little bit so that he'll fit in Everest and be looking like the plushes. So I'm kind of excited about that.
That's probably why he never worked, because you put Bigfoot in a Yeti ride. And he was like, I don't belong here, dude. I'm just not going to do it.
I just remember getting out of the gift shop going, what are they selling? This Yeti is not anything like what was in the ride.
Yeah. Give me a snowy Yeti. So hopefully
every one of them was white. Yeah. I think the picture they showed was a white, angry Yeti. Yeah.
That'd be cool. We're bringing the Yeti back to life. Very cool. Oh,
wait. We got to mention Gloria Gaynor comes out on a throne. She's like 90 years old and sings I Will Survive. David, the first thing I thought of is if she drops dead during this performance, the newspaper headline the next day will just say, she didn't.
She didn't. Headline news. Gloria does not survive. So they did this at the D23?
Yeah. They brought her out, Gloria Gaynor, in a chair. She wasn't walking. And she sang, first I was afraid, I was petrified. She's talking to show the Yeti's coming back, which is ironically, the kind of thing they do with Clarabelle in the Christmas show when she comes out on the sleigh. I don't want a lot for Christmas. So I feel like they Clarabelled Gloria. So let's go. We're going to make that a term now. They Clarabelled her. So if somebody gets taken, to me, if a queen comes out with like her own throne and guys taking her, they Clarabelled you.
They Clarabelled C-3PO in Return of the Jedi.
Yes, yes. When he floats around, they nub, ye bop, be dub dub. Yeah.
I have to go back and watch it because, like I said, we were on vacation at the beach for a couple of weeks, so I did not get to. I was just catching everything like recap online. I didn't get.
Listen, I understand the attraction of paying to go there, but when you see this Disney Plus production, you've got, there must be 8 cameras like an Academy Awards. You see the wide angle, you see the close-ups, and you were getting it live with everyone else. And I thought, if I paid, $1,500 to be there, I would have been a little pissed because I found out with everybody else and there wasn't much new stuff. I'm sure the energy in the room is great, but just waiting on all those lines and stuff. I'm getting old, so I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't want to wait on, but what I think probably is really cool for a lot of the people, and especially maybe the younger people or whatever. Like it's more of they're meeting up and they're meeting people.
Yes,
and then they're.
Socially, it's great.
It's a social thing for them. There's so many like influencers and vloggers that are out there now. So maybe that's like the cool aspect of it. But yeah, I'd rather just watch it. Animal Kingdom, which we already know, again, Tropical Americas is coming to take the place of Dino Land. I'm still kind of interested to see how this works because it feels like a hodgepodge of things going on for me.
It does. I'm feeling like the Encanto Casita, the ride. Right. It feels like it's going to be like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway through the door with the kid with the animals. Yep. Could be good if they have enough room and they do it right. And like but maybe it's got to be better than Remy. It's got to be longer. I think.
Longer. I love Remy. We love Remy as a family.
I do. I just wish it was a drop longer, but I love the ride. I'm all for it. I just wish it lasted like another minute.
Yeah.
But the Indiana Jones, I'm hearing good things about, and what I'm seeing is exciting me.
Yes. So Indiana Jones and the myth of the Jade Serpent. The Jade Serpent being kind of bringing these mythical characters to Animal Kingdom, which was like the original thing, right? Because it was supposed to be kind of like that. So they're incorporating with this Jade Serpent, and then with the Encanto area, a lot of animals, right? So with the carousel, with a lot of, which the animals look cool on the carousel. I don't know if you noticed, there's like
they do.
It's Heimlich from Bugs Life, right? Yeah. So
I did. Yes, they're flying. I love that. Yeah, he's the one I noticed the most. I want to ride him. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So there's a lot of influence on animals, and it would be cool if there were.
Let me ask you this: if they sold a set, whether it be chess or just nice little wooden pieces with detail of all those figures, I would love the set.
I would. Really exactly. It reminds me of like the old Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Like something you would collect, right? Like a set, and even if you didn't play, you had it. So yeah, definitely like a chess set would be cool.
Just going back to the Jade Serpent for a minute, I really hope they don't just take the horns off the Carnotaur and paint it green.
And stick it in there, yeah.
I don't think so, but at the end, the big snake head is going to come at you. As long as they animate it a little bit and it looks good, great. Oh, and Harrison came out saying he's going to lend his likeness, to the animatronic where he didn't. Right. And I heard some people say, it's the first time Harrison Ford is lending his likeness to a figure. Did we forget the Great Movie Ride? Because that definitely looked like, Could you imagine if Harrison says that because they're just going to reuse the same animatronic?
They're just plopping him out of the Great Movie Ride dust him off and put him in here.
I don't know. I mean, if they have like 3 animatronics and they want to use one in the background, great. But don't just use the old one.
Maybe we use the current Harrison as a model, and like he's old and he can't get away from the Jade Serpent. They're going to give us
with a walker.
With a walker or something. They're going to give us young Harrison. So yeah, he's going to serve as the physical model. And so, I mean, it's the same ride system as Dinosaur from what we understand.
I'm assuming the track won't change, but let me tell you, if they do it right, you will not even remember the track, because that track does a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's if they can change a wall. You know, I don't know if you know how different. Have you been on the Indiana Jones over in California?
No, never.
Okay, it is the same track as Dinosaur, but when I tell you, does it feel different? Oh my God, yes, it feels 100% different.
Yeah.
And you can't believe it's the same track, but it is. Just you put a wall somewhere and a different thing somewhere and an animatronic somewhere else, and it just feels 100% different. So they can make it feel very different. But
Yeah.
I hear love is going into that ride.
Hopefully. Yeah. I mean, Dinosaur was one of, I think it was Colton's favorite and one of Kim's favorites.
Me
I
too.
loved it.
Me too.
But so yeah, they better do it right. Right. So with different scenery and stuff, that ride's going to feel different. So from what we've seen, the pyramid looks cool, and the serpent. But again, you've got Indiana Jones somehow fitting in with Encanto. And I'm not sure. I was hoping there would be one cohesive land, which we're not getting. So I think we're going to have to enjoy it like segments, right? Like, because Dino Land was all dinosaurs.
We have to accept that there's a Mayan ruin next to the Encanto Casita, and I guess I can go with it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to be drenched in imagination. We're getting El Carrusel de los Animalitos.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
You did that really good because I totally think that's how it's pronounced.
I hope so.
I think it is. Animalitos. That sounds right.
Animalitos. I tried my best. It's a family attraction featuring 22 hand-carved animals representing Disney and Pixar characters. And then you're getting Antonio's Fiesta de Encanto. No height requirement. More than 50 animals from Encanto. New rooms created. Antonio's animal communication abilities, characters including Mirabel, Luisa, and Isabella. Mirabel.
All right, I like it.
Yeah.
The movie was not my favorite, not like Coco, which is my favorite. No, Coco's really my favorite, but I like Coco. Encanto. But my nieces and nephews think Encanto is the stuff. Yeah. They love it. So
I'd say Coco before Encanto, but I really like the music from Encanto. And I like the story. I thought it was good.
All right. I don't understand the whole candle thing. And the grandmother, I want to just murder her half the time.
Yeah, she was a little tough.
She was a little tough. But if they made a Coco, I want a Coco right here one day, even if it goes into Epcot, Mexico. Yeah. I really do. I would love that.
I know. Yeah, I love that whole imagery and the colors from that movie, and the music was terrific.
Yeah, I agree.
This says for the Antonio's Fiesta de Encanto, you're going to have original voice performers. Stephanie Beatrice, Jessica Darrow, and Diane Guerrero are returning to provide voices. So that's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. And we talked about the Yeti. So that wraps up the Yeti. I don't, do you want to spend like maybe 2 minutes just on Disneyland in California?
Yeah. Okay. I don't go much, but okay. I thought the Avatar thing was weird. They had a whole model of Avatar, but they didn't mention it. And now you saw the news. They say it's postponed. I think it's being scrapped. That's my guess.
Oh, no.
I think they got a tepid response from the audience, and they realized maybe it's losing its thing.
So where was Avatar supposed to go in Disneyland? Because they're going to reimagine Tomorrowland.
Yeah, you got me where it was supposed to go. I don't know. I think it's probably next to Star Wars, but I really don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, Tomorrowland our Tomorrowland here needs it big time.
Right.
It never got, remember our Tomorrowland never actually got completed from 30 years ago when they redid it.
Yeah. And it's no longer Tomorrowland. It's kind of like, Yesterland.
Concrete ghetto land.
It is. Yeah. It's not the prettiest.
It's not.
Yeah. It could be better.
It starts to look old and disheveled.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, Disneyland is going to get it. I thought they were going to also talk about our Space Mountain, because I keep hearing that it needs to have a full track replacement, but yet we heard none of that. But what they are putting in Disneyland looks good. But again, were there any dates? I don't think so.
Not on this, no, but they are. So they are going to new attractions, more open spaces, new places to gather, a new vision of the future in their Tomorrowland. And then, so is their Big Thunder is getting a rehaul in this? Is that, I think that was announced. There's going to be a Coco attraction. significantly more information about the first ever Coco attractions going in this park. It's going to take guests into Miguel's Memories in the Land of the Dead, which
That's cool.
Sounds really cool. Like we were just saying, it'd be cool if they brought that to Disney World. There is going to be an expansion to the Avengers campus, Avengers Infinity Defense, and then Stark Flight Lab. So they're going to be putting two things
The
there.
Flight Lab, I look at it, and all I see is people sitting on one of those arms that they used to have in, what were those two sides to Epcot, West and East?
Oh, yeah.
They used to have a Kuka arm where you sat in the seat and, it took your, I forgot what it was called.
Right.
Interventions.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it just, I hope it's fun, but it just looks like something you could get at a carnival.
Yeah. We don't want carnival themed attractions in our Disney park.
Again, maybe I could be off. Maybe there is going to be something big and special with it and I haven't seen it.
Yeah, maybe that was like early stages of it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Disneyland Entertainment, there were some things. Remember Me Comes True is going to return in February. World of Color, the original World of Color returns in February.
That's
and
cool.
Magic Happens. Daytime Parade is returning in summer 2027.
Pretty cool. Listen, they're spending money. They're not resting on their laurels at all.
No.
Things are happening. I don't know what the order is. Because we were burned with so many things that were, listen, when they talked about that Mary Poppins ride, there were photos, pictures, little video teasers.
Yeah.
They did a whole song and dance number about sweeping the chimney and all that, and nothing. Same thing with the theater on Main Street, which I still think is a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
To swallow people and give us a show in Magic Kingdom. So I don't like that they can just forget something and not say it. I'm hoping we're beyond that, and these things are really going to be developed.
Yeah, the theater would have been cool too because it's on Main Street, which is up front in the park, and it gives people something to do up front other than walk down Main Street and either shop or look at the castle. Like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
You're fine. And I think it was supposed to be, on the right-hand side when you go through for like a party and you're kind of backstage.
Yeah.
It was supposed to go there.
Right.
So that area would not be backstage. It would be another avenue, perpendicular to, on parallel to Main Street, kind of.
Yeah.
And I just think that would have been a great idea. I still think that's going to happen one day. I do. Maybe 10 years from now, but I feel like that theater won't go nowhere. I think it's going to happen. But
yeah, we got robbed of it.
We really did.
Yeah. Don't tell us things that aren't going to happen. I mean, I want to see,
the play pavilion.
The
Epcot Play Pavilion. I understand they had to cancel, but what are you going to do with that area?
Yeah.
Or something.
There's a lot of wasted space around Disney. Like, even like, we are DVC owners at the Polynesian. There's 2 wasted spaces there right now that aren't being used and we pay dues for, like
Tangaroa, right?
Yeah. The terrace. And then also like the whatever it was, the Lilo's Club Den where the kids would go.
Yeah.
Do
Tangaroa for breakfast was freaking magical.
That's what people say. I know. It sounds like
it was flat, like a longhouse. You got your eggs, your bacon. You didn't have to go to the main house, and it felt islandy. There was all, birds of paradise everywhere. It was kind of like having breakfast in the tiki room. It was really cool.
Which who wouldn't want breakfast in the tiki room?
Right?
Yeah, and so that's our U.S. parks announcements. I mean, obviously there's overseas parks announcements, but if we went on and on,
give me your overview. How do you take it all in? Do you feel like me, where you're happy but just cautious, or are you disappointed?
I think I'm right on par because a lot of it I knew. Like you're telling me what's coming. You didn't give me any dates, but I already knew like Villain's Land was coming and Piston Peak. So you're giving me tiny bit more detail. So I like my D23, like really big announcements, right? And then like solid concrete info. So
agree.
Yeah. Right. It's like you said, there wasn't much you didn't know. The Yeti's coming back.
Right. It was more of a reinforcement of certain things than it was new announcements.
Yeah. Well, and like we're going to spend money. So they are spending money. It's important to spend money at the parks. Yeah. I'll keep going back. I love Disney.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'll complain when I need to hopefully put them back in their spot. By the way, you know what? The more I go on like Bear Jamboree, the happier I am with that whole redo. I thought they hit the mark on that. Do you feel the same way when you go?
We haven't done it since they redid Country Bear Jamboree, but I know.
How were you out here and I didn't get you to go do that?
We didn't do it. I know.
Okay, the next time you're out here, please wait for me. Let's do that together.
Oh yeah,
you'll
we have
like
to
it.
do it. Yeah,
listen, the animatronics were all redone. It's louder. The music is better. The figures look better, and everybody's still got the same character. Some of the songs are like, but most of them hit the mark. They incorporated the three guys on the wall a lot more.
Yeah, and Disney music. It's Disney.
Yeah, and but it fit good. It fit the right way.
Yeah, we'll have to do it next time we're out. We're coming out end of March, Easterish next year.
Good.
Not that far away. I just have one dreaded winter in New Jersey to get through before we can go to Disney. So it's
so funny. I always joke around with you because I live in Florida that I can't, like right now, I have pumpkin spice going and my house is decorated for Halloween. It's because the parks push me to do it.
Right.
But I can't wait for fall stuff. And I know you got to get through a bad winter, but
we love fall. The older I get, the more I hate winter and thinking about more snow and shoveling and my back hurting. But I love the fall. I mean, it's my favorite season. It's terrific. And, but if we start doing it now, Kim's still enjoying her summer before she goes back to work.
I know
it'll drive her crazy. It's way too early here. We'll wait until
I would call Kim when she's on the beach and start going, "Have a holly jolly Christmas."
She was in the pool earlier. She's like, "It's not over." Yeah. So thank you again to my dear friend John Saccheri.
Thank you. This is
Panda.
fun. I always have fun with you and your family when you're here. So it's nice to just talk about this stuff. But I'm mad at myself that I didn't get when we were together. What park were we at?
We did oh my goodness. Well,
Magic Kingdom.
The Magic Kingdom in the morning. Then I can't believe
I didn't say to you, let's get on Bear. If you would have told me you didn't do Bear Jamboree, I would have canceled anything I was doing to make sure that you got that.
Yeah, we've got to do it. It's and we enjoyed it when we did it before they, refurbed it. But
did you do the new Buzz Lightyear?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I haven't been on that yet. I just I just did. Was it good?
Yeah, I mean it's a handheld pointer now, which is a lot easier to use, and they enhanced a lot of the visual. Right. So I thought it was a lot more fun because you have more accuracy with the gun. Yeah.
Good.
Or laser.
Speaking of one last thing, Tomorrowland in general in the Magic Kingdom. What is going on with Stitch's Great Escape? Monsters Laughter is probably ready to be. They could really do a complete overhaul of Tomorrowland. I mean, maybe that's space. It is, but they got to do something because it seems like nobody goes to that side of the park too much.
No, I mean, you're going for Space Mountain, right? And then what else are you going there for? I mean, you might
Tron, but that's really
Tron, right? Yeah, I know. The Speedway, people still go. There's a lot of nostalgia there, but they can get rid of that, in my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
And you've got a lot of space there.
If you can find it at Great Adventure, Six Flags, get rid of it, and that's that car ride.
Right? Yeah, that's something.
Make it electric and theme it to cars or something. Let's put some character in it.
Right? Yeah, redo it. That's I mean, I used to go to Beaucraft in New Jersey on Route 22 back in the day, and they had something like that with animals. It's like I could have went there instead of Disney, but yeah. So episode 3 of the Kungaloosh Club. You can check us out. I don't want that. What did I click on that for? Oh, wait a second. There we go. I clicked on the wrong thing and then my visual went away.
It's so funny that your whole theme is what I love. The tiki bird, the tiki god that I got back here. I love it all. Yeah, I love that. I love the whole logo, everything.
This is AI as well that I used to create this.
This does not look like AI to me.
It's terrific. Look, and then there's me.
Yeah, it doesn't look like, AI slop. So whatever you told it to do, it did it with some genuinity. No, that's not a real word. I like it.
Genuinity. Yeah, I think I'm
gonna go with that word. It's a complete fake word. Right. Genuinity.
And again, if you're listening on the podcast, I'm just pulling up pictures that I created with photos of me or that then had AI do the rest. But I love the logos it created for the show.
It looks great.
Thanks. Yeah. So episode 3 will be coming out, the podcast. And again, on YouTube, you can watch, you can listen, you can do both.
Yeah, and tell us your opinions. Comment on YouTube. I really want to know what other people think. If I'm crazy and they were all thrilled, I did hear. You know, I heard everything from people just totally disappointed, which I don't quite get that. I get it if you only wanted new stuff, but tell us your opinions in the comments.
Yeah, I would love feedback. I mean, I'm constantly going into the channel looking for people's comments, or hoping people that listen to the podcast reach out. You know, I don't get many people that conversate with me over it, other than the Now That's Disney Facebook group. Oh, did you see the tables they're putting around Epcot?
Yes.
Okay. I can't tell you how many people. I put a picture of it, and Now That's Disney, and it's my largest post ever in the group. It reached like 17 point something thousand people and got like 80 something comments. So
the only problem I see is you can't control people.
No.
Somebody's going to sit on it, and I don't think it's ready to handle 200-300 pounds on there.
Right.
And they're going to fall into the bushes and get hurt, and it's going to be a lawsuit. They're going to blame Disney. Yeah. A changing table. And then you eat there after the diaper change. That's got to be cleanly.
It's going to be great, right? Yeah, I know. I see several things wrong with it, but it's just, yeah, funny that it was like the biggest post ever in like 8 years of running the Facebook group. But so yeah, this was a lot of fun. My old co-host from Disney Night Live joining in on the new podcast.
We'll do this again. We'll do this again soon when they announce
definitely.
something good.
I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody and to John, and then play our Kungaloosh Club song one more time. And we'll see you on the next episode. Yeah, thank you.
Kungaloosh.
Kungaloosh.
Sway through the palms, hear the story.